Do you feel like you're doing everything you can to reach your health goals, but you aren't seeing the results that you want, or it feels like you're hitting a wall? When making changes to improve your health and nutrition, it can feel like the cards are stacked against you. And to an extent, they are. We live in the highest calorie, most sedentary moment in history. And while you may be grateful for modern conveniences and the ability to accomplish more, your health doesn't need to take a back seat. That's why in this video, I want to tell you about one of the most overlooked elements that leads to either success or slip-ups to any diet or nutrition plan: your environment. If you're ready to transform your surroundings and discover how to create a supportive environment to set yourself up for success, to make healthy choices, then watch to the end of this video and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Hey friends, I'm Christina and I'm a nutrition coach. On this channel, we talk about lean eating skills, the psychology of behavior change, how to improve your relationship with food and your body, and we do that all without any restrictive diets or calorie counting and keeping plenty of fun in life. Whenever someone is trying to make a change or overcome a challenge with their nutrition, I like to look at it from this lens. You either need to remove or reduce an obstacle from overcoming these challenges, you need to equip yourself with tools to overcome those obstacles, or take a good look at what environmental factors could be making things better or worse. Have you ever taken the time to look at your environment and ask if it's supporting you or hindering you? One of the first things to look at as a part of improving your environment for success is to make sure you have the things you need on hand to make healthy choices. Maybe you need to clean out the fridge and pantry and discard or donate foods that aren't supportive of your health goals. Or let's say one of the changes you want to make is to eat more meals at home rather than going out to eat. If you want to start eating more meals at home, start by planning some meals for the week and create a grocery list to ensure you have the food you need on hand for healthy meals and snacks. Maybe you'd like to organize your kitchen to have an area for meal prep. Do you have the cooking utensils that you need to prepare those healthy meals? Maybe prepping your dinner the night before so that it's super easy to make when you get off work is a way for you to support your environment. With any change, we want to make it as easy and convenient as possible. If you don't feel very confident in the kitchen and have relied on convenience foods for some time, you could try a meal prep service to start out, or a meal delivery service like HelloFresh, which gives you all the things you need and instructions to start to branch out a little bit. Maybe you'd like to take a cooking class to learn some new skills. You can invite someone to join you and make it fun. I recently signed up for a knife skills and sharpening techniques class because I want to learn to be a better cook and feel more confident in the kitchen. So my mom and I are going to take that together, which I'm really excited about. Okay, let's talk about your fridge. Have you ever bought a whole bunch of delicious fruits and veggies only to see them go bad in your fridge because you forgot about them in that dang drawer? Consider trying this. Put things that are more perishable, like fresh produce, at eye level on the shelves or in the door shelves to keep them top of mind each time you open the fridge. Many of my clients find it really helpful to get their produce washed and prepped on the same day or the day after they purchase it, so it's ready to go for the week. Then you can put things that won't spoil as quickly in the drawers, like condiments or meat. You might be wondering, what about low nutrition foods? If you really struggle with eating these things in moderation, it's worth considering if you even need to keep them in the house at all. Are they creating a supportive environment for you? If you do keep foods that you struggle to eat in moderation around, consider bringing them home in single serving portions. Now, if you have kiddos and you keep some low nutrition foods on hand for them, like many of the moms I work with, consider putting them out of sight, like in the back of the pantry or on top of the fridge. One of my clients supports herself by keeping the kids' snacks that are challenging for her to eat in moderation in a different fridge altogether where it's out of her sight. Make the healthy choices more visible, like a bowl of fruit on the counter rather than a bowl of candy, for example. Are you a hostess with the mostest? One of my clients loves to host a lot of people in her home. One way that she supports her environment is by sending leftover desserts for each of her guests to take with them or sticks them in the freezer. Remember, we're trying to make this as easy and supportive for ourselves as we can. Okay, now I want to move into supporting your work environment. You may think you don't have any control over that, but I may just have a few ideas up my sleeve. Let's talk through a couple of examples here. here. One of my clients is a super conscientious person who is kind and generous with her time. At work, she's become the go-to person for when her colleagues need help. Often, she falls behind on her own work, which leads to overwhelm and resentment. Historically, she has dealt with these emotions by turning to food. One way she has started supporting herself in her work environment is by identifying her values around eating. More on how to do that in this video here. Values are great when we not only identify what they are, but then begin to act in alignment with those values. For her, that looked like actually taking a break for lunch and eating something that she prepared from home rather than hitting up the cafeteria or vending machines, which don't always have nutritious options. She also set her workspace up with some photos of her family and affirmations that remind her of why she is worth figuring this out, and actually closing her door to get her own focused work done and setting some boundaries before helping colleagues with their work. That has reduced the frequency of her going to the break room and grabbing treats out of stress. With my one-on-one clients, another thing we often do is come up with a list of alternate activities to engage in when a craving strikes to distract yourself. This might look like doing a 5-minute deep breathing exercise or meditation, filling up your water bottle and taking a drink. Sometimes, if you're able to, physically leaving your work environment briefly and going for a short walk around the building, or even calling a friend. It can help to record what emotions and triggers seem to be the most challenging and come up with alternative actions. Additionally, we want to make sure we are practicing self-care outside of work, which includes giving yourself more joy and pleasure with things other than food, something I like to call real-life treats. You can find out more about that in this video here. As many people who are trying to make a change to their nutrition, you might also be trying to incorporate regular physical activity into your routine to boost both physical and mental well-being. What is one way that you can support yourself in that area? Perhaps finding a movement that you love, or joining a new gym, or trying out a new dance class. Try laying out your clothes the night before, or scheduling your workouts ahead of time. You could also invite a friend to come along with you. Speaking of friends, part of creating a supportive environment is not just within the walls of your home. It includes having people in your life who are supportive of you in your health goals. One of the first questions I ask someone who's beginning to work with me one-on-one is, do you have people in your life who will support you through making these changes that you want to make? This is your social environment. Who are some of your friends or family members who share with you in your health goals? For some people, they feel really alone in this journey. Unfortunately, I have seen it time and time again. People whose partners are either not on board, apathetic, or even resistant to them making healthy choices can really hinder, slow down, and even prevent progress from happening. Maybe I'll do a full video on that topic soon, but in the meantime, if you truly feel like you don't have the support from those around you, consider working with a coach or seeking out an online community or local group that focuses on healthy behaviors to find like-minded individuals on this journey with you. And check out the description for some of my favorites. So there you have it, friends. As you can see, there are lots of things we can do to support our environments. We are aiming to set up our spaces to support the decisions we want to make, promote choices that are in line with our values, make things easier to manage, and finally, making unhealthy choices easier to avoid. I know I shared a lot of ideas in this video. You don't have to use them all starting now. What are one or two of them that you may want to try? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more eating skills videos just like this one, and I'll see you next time.